Sorry, buddy. I'll step on your fingers.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, bird nerds, we're gonna give you a quick update. Wanted to show you the progress. We've got our wire out, throwing the wire up on the top and on the sides. I went up to our nearby mountains and got some pretty cool branches that we've disinfected, and we're gonna throw inside the aviary. They'll go about the whole length, so I think it'll look really cool. And then I've got to get some covering for the roof to provide some shade and protection from rain and stuff like that. But it is a brisk morning, and I'm gonna say, how do you say that winter's coming without saying that winter's coming? I think that's a good sign. Those snow-capped mountains behind. You can probably see my breath. I don't know if you can see that, but winter is on its way. We've got some really cool, brisk weather, some rainy weather lately. I think yesterday was a high of 50. So we've got the heater turned on the birds. In the daytime, it still gets up to about 70 degrees right now. So these next few days will be a little bit warmer than they have in the past. So we'll turn the heater off during the day, but just turn it on at night. With the shed being insulated, it stays warm pretty good throughout the day. So, but yeah, look at those mountains, snow-covered mountains. I try and show you the other way, but with the sun there, probably won't see it. All right, I want to bring you guys up to speed a little bit. We've got probably half of it wired up, so we've got, kind of hard to see, and we're gonna paint the wire black afterwards, but most of this back wall is wired up. You can see there. Got to do the walk-in door, and then I got to do the spot there. Got the roof wired on both sides, and what we'll do now that I've got the roof wired on, I did buy some tin metal sheeting that we're gonna put on. So we're gonna do at least half. I might even go 3/4 covered with the metal tin, and then this last section I'm gonna cover up with clear plastic sheets, so that at some parts of the aviary, sun can get all the way through all day, but then the rest of this will be nice and shaded, and then the evening time sun will come in there, and in the morning time sun will come in that way. So both aviaries should get ample amounts of sun, and with it being so tall, all of this down below for most of the day will have sunlight hitting it. So we're gonna start moving on to the roof piece. I'm just using a staple gun with staples here. I am putting let me get in here, putting the wire on the inside to protect the birds from pooping on all the wood, and it just will make cleanup a little bit easier so that we don't have to worry about that getting dirty as easy. So a lot of scrap wire here, but once we get the roof done, then I've got my big branches that I'm gonna bring in, and we're gonna figure out how to put them up here in the flights. I got 2 really big long branches that we'll put in each, and then a couple shorter ones. I bought some wire and some hooks. We're gonna hang them inside here, so they'll be kind of free hanging. My brother did that in his aviary, and it actually looks really nice. So we're gonna try and mimic that as best as we can. But I'll try and be strategic. I want the birds to have a nice big long fly through spot. So I think the branches will kind of be about mid height, and then a couple higher, a couple lower for my birds that like to stay up high and birds that like to stay below. But I'd like a nice open free flight for them to get as much exercise as they can and fly directly to and from without branches obstructing the way. So we'll kind of play with it a little bit, but we're gonna move on to the roof piece, get that in, and then we can get that done, and then I'll finish up some of my random wire patch jobs that still need to be finished, and then we'll move getting the branches in. Hopefully we've got some time today. We're going to try and get it all done. Sorry, buddy. I'll step on your fingers.
Yeah.
Hey, give the camera a thumbs up. Thumbs up. There you go. You what? How you gonna get down?
Yeah.
I'll help you. Is that okay?
You didn't just throw me down.
No. I'll carry you down. I'd not throw you. That'd be ours.
Dad, you didn't do a fairy show.
You what?
You didn't do a fairy show.
You wanna hand me that hammer? Mm-hmm.
Or this.
Nope, the other one.
This?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dad, why are you doing that sound? Loud.
We're hammering it on. Think that's okay?
You don't do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Fire. Better. Dad, look. It's hitting the... Yeah, see?
Perfect. Okay, hang on to this one. Okay, I need those scissors again.
These?
Yep.
Okay. Dad, here.
Thank you.
Dad,
Huh?
you need to sit it down there, or roll it down, or sit up here.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I need those one more time.
Okay.
Then I'll give them back.
Okay. Dad, how do we not get down here?
I'll help you. I'll carry you.
No, how do we get down there?
The ladder's what?
Big. No, it's tall enough for one more. And we are going up or down or up.
Okay.
Down or up.
Down or up?
Dad, you know. Ow.
Sorry, buddy. I'll step on your fingers.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi, bird nerds. We are working on the bird shed today. Made some good progress. Got our big branches in. I still got a couple small branches still in here that I'd like to maybe just stagger throughout. I'm trying to get different levels of height in the aviary. Some of my birds like the lower levels, some of them like the very top levels, some of them like the middle levels. So we're trying to get this sucker finished, at least phase two. Phase two, I'm kind of considering all the branches and the wiring. If I can get everything wired, done, all the branches in, the roof's already done, then phase three will be installing my windows so the birds can fly in and out. And then I need to repaint the whole thing, paint all the wire black. It'll really be brown because it's gonna match the same color of wood that I have up there. So to be honest with you, the likelihood of this getting done before I can actually put the birds out is probably pretty slim, seeing that winter's already hit, and we're down to the middle of the day. We're like mid 50s, low 50s. Nighttime we're down to freezing temps. So but if I can try and get everything done and ready, I may still be able to let the birds come out in the middle of the day where it's warm enough to where they can get some sunlight. Or if not, it'll just be ready for come springtime. I can just open up those windows and let them free. But we'll kind of walk inside there and show you what we've been able to accomplish today. Okay, so coming on inside, we've got some nice good big branches that kind of span out and give us some good branches there, and then it kind of comes down, and I did a little crisscross there. These are pretty big little branches, but I think it'll be nice. And then I did throw one up there, give the birds some different levels of height there, and then I'll probably, I think, oops, I got a big old mess over here. Probably down here in the corner, we'll do something for the lower level birds. The window will go right here, and then the same spot on that side. I think it looks pretty good. Still got some nice big open space because I want them to be able to fly the whole aviary without running into branches and things like that. So I purposely kind of did some lower branches and kind of did them long ways. And it'll be nice too when we're sitting out here in the grass. All the birds will be perched along this, you know, horizontally, and so it'll be nice for viewing, some good eye level views of the birds. And then on this side, these branches are a little higher, so we kind of did a little bit higher. So I will, and these are my doors, so I'm leaving this section open, but I will probably have something like, you know, here to here, something like that. I've got a few more smaller branches that I'm gonna play with, but kind of still did that same little crisscross. Branches of all different sizes. We've got really big ones and then down to even, you know, pretty small branches. I did try and get them up there so that they can perch up there. And then I've got on both sides, you know, branch over here, and then this branch here, and this branch comes up here so they can bask in the sun. I may put something across there so that they can perch right up next to it when the sun's coming up in the morning or it's up midday. We did get a little fancy. One of my antler sheds that I have, we screwed it in up there. They can use that as a perch as well to kind of view the outside. But yeah, and then we've got, like I said, I've got a nice branch there, and then I've got a few laying out on the grass still that we'll bring in and figure out what we're gonna do and how we want to do it. But those are in. I still need to staple down, you know, some of my wire, and then I've got to enclose this panel here, and then that last bottom panel there. And then the aviary will be all wired in. I do need to finish wiring in my double door, but it's coming together, guys. It's looking pretty sweet. I thought about doubling up this side so the birds can't land on this and poop on it, but it's so hard to align the two wires so that it's easy to see through. So I'm probably not going to do it, and we'll just, this whole wall right here will be exposed to the birds' droppings. But everything else, I did the wire inside to hopefully try and preserve my wood on the outside so that the birds don't poop on it all day, every day like they do. But I am debating, you know, I have this open section here, and I do get a little nervous because that's going to be level with my shed roof. So it does make me a little nervous with, you know, cats and things. They can just perch right there, or hawks, and may potentially get a swipe or two in it at my birds. So I'm debating if I want to enclose this with wood or something, and then it would also block wind from coming all the way through. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully I don't learn by trial and error, but really debating if I want to enclose that or not. Anyways, hopefully you guys like it. It's coming together. All right, guys, we are done with phase 2, which was my roof and all of my wiring and getting my doors set up. I still have a couple latches I need to put on, but wire is done. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to. A few parts were tedious, just cutting and fitting the wire right, and then making sure I have enough staples all around so the wire's nice and secure. And I'll probably have to go around again and just double check, just make sure that my staples are secure and good. But yeah, we have officially finished the roof. You can see up there, so I've got the red panels, and then that last section is just a clear plastic so the birds can still get some sun shining through. You can still see, I mean, it's afternoon right now, 3 in the afternoon. Still got sun shining all throughout the aviary, so excited for that. We did get our branches put in on there. I still need to pull all of my supplies out and clean everything up, and then phase 3 will be a second coat of paint, and then we'll paint our wire as well so that it'll be easier to see through. Still a lot of work ahead, but if I absolutely wanted to, come through here, if I absolutely wanted to, I could put birds in here and they wouldn't be able to get away. So this is our one flight. I don't think I'll keep this here. I don't know. We're still kind of playing with like the lower level stuff. I think eventually I'd like to get, you know, some planted trees and things like that in here for the birds. I'd like to get real, to be honest with you, but we'll see if we get the real trees or if we just stick with the fake ones. And then we've got our door right here, and then we come through. We've got our branches, kind of did a little X crisscross, and then this one goes all the way up top so the birds can sit up top and enjoy the view over there. And then I also put in a branch up top here so they can bask in the high sun, and the birds on this side can bask in the high sun too with these branches that come across. So phase 2 done, finally, home stretch. So for phase 3, like I said, we'll put another coat of paint on here, and then we're gonna paint all the wire. And then I bought my windows, so we're gonna put a window in right there. and a window in right there. So then the birds can just fly in and out. It'll be lined up with how I have the flights divided inside the shed. They're gonna get a nice, about 17-foot long aviary and about a 13 feet high aviary. So it should be plenty big. We're about 6 feet wide on this side and about 8 feet wide on that side. So we try to utilize the space the best we could. Had to leave a little bit of space there, and eventually we'll we will put a nice bench. Probably keep this clear so I can get to my door. And then we're gonna do a really nice pretty bench right here. And then, like I mentioned, next year we'll put a cool water feature right there to enjoy some water sounds along with the birds singing. So, pretty excited, guys. It's gonna be awesome.